in, get in here, get in here, get in here. This rabbit hole just got deep. So you know this whole diaspora thing? So I want to see, does all the peoples around the world look like these Africans? Or do they look like us? So you just won't say, Getty, you biased. You just picked them. Let me show you a couple of more examples before I show you all the peoples around the world that are indigenous to their own land. This us, this the Africans. So you won't be like, Getty, you biased. This is us, this is them. This is us, and this is them. So now we finna go around the world and we finna see who everybody on earth look like, us or them. But before I start, if you'd like to donate $1, I greatly appreciate it. But this rabbit hole just about to get deeper. Now these are the first Asians, right? Southeast Asians. Do they look like them Africans or do they look like us? Here goes some Ethiopians. Do they look African or do they look like us? Now we went to the Caucasus Mountains to find this picture. These are the original peoples of the Caucasus Mountains. Do they look like grandmama, granddaddy, or do she look African? And if you want to know more about her story, yes, literally, the Caucasus Mountains, that's these same peoples I just showed you. Yes, literally. Do the Africans look like the Fijis? Or do they look like the Americans? Huh? Can you tell the difference? All right, let's travel over there to Egypt. This is what original Egyptian looked like in the 80s. Do he look like them Africans? Or do he look like our uncles and granddaddies? The Mexicans. The Aboriginals of Mexico. Do they look like us? Or do they like them Africans? Now, to give you a little context, do they look like them Africans? Or do they look like us? The indigenous peoples of Indonesia. Do they look like us? Or do they look like them Africans? Huh? Do they? Now, the indigenous peoples, China, India, Pakistan, and they so-called was in the slave trade too, right along with us. But do they look African? Or do they look like us? Do she look like some of your kids just running around in your house right now telling them to sit down in America? Huh? Or do she look like them Africans? Once again, here go a tribe over there in India. Do them kids look like Africans to you? Or do they look like some of our kids we just had 2 and 3 and 6 and 7 and 12 years ago? Huh? Do they look like them Africans in Africa? Or do they look like us in America? Oh, here go a good one. The so-called Aborigines, right? You see him. Do he look like us? Or do he look like he from Africa? Oh, let's get a better look. Let's get a better view. Do he look like Bolo? Wait, do he look like he's an African? Or do he look like American? And these the Aboriginal Australians, right? Do they? Here go another one. An indigenous Australian, right? Do he look African or do he look like an American? Right? Huh? Do he look African to you? Or do he like when our old granddad, his name Charles, played off Saffron and Son, huh? Oh yeah. Huh? An Arab, an indigenous Arab. Do she look like an African to you? Or do she like a black American? Do she? And here go a better picture of her, right? And why do y'all look alike in the 80s? They all look alike in the 80s, don't they? This an Arab. She's an Arab. Never been to America, right? And he's an indigenous Australia. They all look the same in the 80s for some odd reason now, don't they? Now, I got 2 more pictures. Now these called cargo coats, right? I think it's in the South Pacific. But another picture in the 80s. Now why does he look like all our uncles that's in the 80s? Some of these pictures I've been showing you are the 80s. Why do they all look alike? But do he look African or do he look like an American? Now, here go an African tribe that got ostrich feet. Where do they come from? Where do they come from? Because their blood is not linked to nobody in Africa, right? They came from outer space just right with the white people. Some of them Africans is not indigenous to the planet. This is why they say, oh, everybody from Africa. No, we don't got the same blood. We don't got the same blood, okay? But if you'd like to donate $1, I greatly appreciate it. But part 2 coming, and it's about to get way worse because some fuckery is going on.